Okay, welcome to lesson 128 of algebraic concepts, or lesson 2128 overall. So now we're going to factor trinomials. And factoring trinomials will leave us with two binomials most of the time. And we're going to spend several videos because factoring trinomials, requires some special techniques. So let's get into it. All right, here's our objective. Here's some vocabulary. And this is what we mean by factor. So you take something and make it smaller. So here's our trinomial. Let me put our pen on. Here's our trinomial right here in the top line, and this is factored form. And so what they show you is if you use FOIL, you will get back your original trinomial. So factor the trinomial. So basically what you're looking for are the factors of 10 that add to 7. So let's show you what I mean. So let's factor 10. You got 1 times 10 makes 10, and 2 times 5. And these are the only whole numbers that make 10. So if you add 1 and 10 together, you get 11. If you add 2 and 5 together, you get 7. So now what this breaks down to is x plus 2 and x plus 5. These are the factors of 10 that add up to 7. And that's all you do. And you can see if I FOIL it, x squared plus 5x, the inners, plus 2x, and the last plus 10, I get x squared plus 7x plus 10. And so this is the factored form. All right, let's look at our second example. So what are the terms of 42 that add to 13? So the factors of 42. And we see that this is negative and this is positive. So what does that mean? Can you have a negative times a positive make a positive? No, you cannot. So that means both of our factors must be negative. So what are the factors of 42? Obviously 1 times 42. And we know they're both going to be negative. Negative 2 times 21. That adds to negative 23. 3 times 14. So this is negative 43. This is negative 23. This is negative 17. This 4 going to 42. No, it does not. 5 does not go into 6. So for negative 6 times negative 7, I get negative 13. Wow, look at that. So we get x minus 6 and then x minus 7. The two factors of 42 that add to 13 and multiply to make 42. Okay, so factor the trinomial, this one. You have a square term at the end and a square term at the beginning. So where's our constant? What do we do? How do we get there? So, what number factors of 3 multiply to make 4? Well, you only have 1 and 3. So watch how we do this. When we get x plus 1y times x plus 3y. And if you multiply that out, you should get the trinomial that you see. So you're looking at the numerical term of the last one. Usually this will be a constant, but sometimes it will not be. And you need the factors, the number that multiply, that add up to the middle term. And that's how you factor trinomials. So those were some of our examples. Keep going, continuing on in this video. Try to practice problems. Pause the video. Try to practice problem. Rewind back to where I did the examples. And once you have done the practice problems, Keep watching to the end of the video where I will have a brief recap of what was done. Okay, so let's look at this trinomial. X squared minus 6 minus x minus 6. We know that a negative and a positive make a negative. So we need the factors of 6, 1 times 6, and 2 times 3, to add up to negative 1. So if I take a positive and a negative, positive gives me positive 5. If I take positive 1 times negative 6, I get negative 5. If I take negative 2 times 3, I get positive 1. If I take 2 times negative 3 plus, you got to add these things, I get negative 1. Okay, so the factors of 6 are 1 and 6 and 2 and 3. And so that means I have x plus 2 times x minus 3. Because this is the one that gave us negative 1. And that's all you do. Put the x plus one factor and the x plus another factor, or minus, or vice versa. Okay, what are the factors of 14? What two numbers multiply? 1 times 14 equals 15. 2 times 7 equals 9. All right, so there we go. X plus 2, x plus 7. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, same thing here. We have a negative 2. So what are the factors of 2? 1 times 2. But one of them's got to be negative. So if I make negative 1 plus 2, I get positive 1, is what I had. Okay, so we get x minus 1 times y minus 1y, and then x plus 2y. And then there you go. So those were our examples. Thanks for watching the video. You should be able to try these now with your homework or whatever work you're working on. And keep on practicing and do more problems than your math teacher asks you to do, and you will get infinitely better, exponentially better at doing math. I will see you on the next video where we will continue to factor trinomials.